Hi Libra, this is your horoscope for April 2017. Thanks for joining me. Now, from the 3rd of April until the 22nd of April, the Sun is in Aries and it conjuncts Uranus in Aries, and both of them are in your 7th house of relationships. Now, a conjunction is when two planets come together and their energies blend and mix together with each other. Okay, so the Sun in Aries is really your identity, and it means that you're far more forceful and focused on yourself than you usually would be. And Uranus in Aries is really having this strong sense of rebellion and being eccentric and a lot of energy and a huge amount of focus on doing things your way. Okay, so while this conjunction lasts in your 7th house, when it comes to relationships, you're going to be focused on yourself more than you are on the other person. So if your partner says to you, hang on, actually, that wasn't particularly fair, then just kind of listen to that kind of feedback, because you may not be particularly fair to your partners during this period because it's all about me, me, me. We've also got Venus in retrograde. Venus is the planet of love and beauty. Because it's in retrograde, it can't balance this out. So it's very unlike you, Libra, but you're more focused on the self. Now, on the 5th of April until the 25th of August, Saturn goes retrograde. And Saturn is the head teacher of the chart. He kind of allows you to look at your life the way it is and the way you would like it to be. And we need that in our charts because sometimes he can be very harsh and critical, especially during Saturn returns, and he forces you to kind of make changes in your life. So these Saturn returns happen 3 times in everyone's life. Between the age of 28 and 29 and a half, 56 and 58, and 84 and 86. And they're really the time when, if you're totally off track, then Saturn kind of helps things to implode in a sense so that you can get onto the right track. And if things are going well, he supports you and he paves the way for things to move ahead even more smoothly. Now, when it goes retrograde, as it does here, it's less harsh and it allows you to review the decisions that you've already made in the past, and it allows you to review the structures that you have in your life already based on past decisions. And what it does, it gives you a chance to look at what you've done and what you would like to change and where you see yourself in a year from now or 5 years from now. And it gently guides you in terms of how your decisions need to alter or how certain structures need to change if you want your life to change. But it does that in a very supportive kind of way. On the 9th of April, Mercury goes retrograde, and that stays in retrograde until the 3rd of May. Now, Mercury is the communication planet. When that goes into retrograde, there's more room for miscommunication and for things to be misunderstood. Computers malfunctioning, packages and posts not being delivered, emails getting lost, all of that kind of thing. For you particularly, that relates to your working environment. So make sure that you double check everything, that you really are going through things and checking for errors before you send them. If you are sending things off that are urgent and important, make sure they've actually been received, that kind of thing. Really just get very detailed and focused on your working life and the information that's being exchanged at work, and make sure that everything's up to scratch there. On the 11th of April, we have the full moon in Libra. So this is a nice break now, because this full moon is in your sign, it's in your 1st house of self, and it's on top of the good luck planet Jupiter, which is in your sign of Libra as well. So this is a wonderful day in terms of your relationships and in terms of feeling good in your own skin and feeling like your normal, usual self, and it offsets the aggression and the kind of eccentricity that you've been experiencing in your relationships lately. And this is really a wonderful day for you relationship wise. And you know, with a full moon, it's not exactly that one day, it builds up. So the day before, the 10th, 11th and 12th, all those days are really good in terms of your relationship, love life. On the 15th of April, Venus goes direct. Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and now that that goes direct, it makes your relationship life much easier. Okay, so first 2 weeks of April, not so great when it comes to love life. Second 2 weeks of April, the last 2 weeks of the month, really, really good when it comes to relationship, much, much better. On the 20th of April through until the 28th of September, Pluto goes retrograde. Pluto is an outer planet. It is the most outer planet, and it moves very, very slowly. And it's about transformation and rebirth and the phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's about inner illumination, and it's about truth. It's like the hermit in the tarot. It's like shining that light of truth within the self and understanding things. The penny drops, you have that eureka moment, the light is switched on, you get certain things. And Pluto goes retrograde in your fourth house of family. So you will suddenly, for the first time, just understand why certain dynamics are the way they are. And you'll understand what you can do about them, if you can do anything about them, and what you can't do anything about. And it'll be a really wonderful process of not being as responsible for everyone else's well-being and really understanding that you can only work on your stuff. So it really feels to me like you're unburdening yourself here and letting go of some of the stuff that you've been carrying, which you've been carrying for no reason. On the 26th of April, we have the new moon in Taurus, and that happens in your 8th house. So you end the month here with a real focus on your job, your career, any clubs or institutions you belong to. You will feel really connected with those institutions, and you'll be glad to be a part of something bigger than yourself. So anything like that that you enjoy, like usually if you enjoy going to church, or if you enjoy having a monthly meetup group, or anything where you connect with something bigger than yourself, around this time of the new moon is going to be really fulfilling and satisfying. I will make separate videos on the full moon and new moon to go into more detail, because each of them can be very in-depth and complicated, so I'll make separate videos on those. But that's what's coming up for you via the astrology in April. If you'd like a private reading with me based on your birth chart, which I can draw up by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading with me. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next month.